afternoon. We're excited about what we're going to share with you on this evening. Again, we encourage you to grab a piece of paper and something that you can take notes with, so that you can write down any questions you have, anything that stands out, that you can write down and share with family and friends for future presentations. We're excited to have each and every one of you, so many talented people and leaders on this call. So we're excited to share this information with you, and we hope that you see what we see and make the identification that we made with this awesome opportunity. Our presenter today, as many of you already know, is Mr. Mark Hamlin. If you're here for the first time, you're in for a treat. You want to make sure you're in a place where you can be focused and lock in on the information that's being shared, because again, the information that's being shared is going to give you enough to make a decision, and then you can earn while you learn. We've been in this platform for it's going just a little over a week now. This is one of the things that we've added to our streams of income, and it has quickly garnered the attention of so many leaders and so many people, and we're excited about what we're sharing with you on today. So, Mr. Mark Hamlin, I'm going to hand it over to you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Doc. I really appreciate it. And I'd like to take a moment to welcome everyone to One Trade, ladies and gentlemen. This is next level arbitrage technology for wealth building. Now, we're going to take several minutes here to break this down for you, to help you understand how powerful this can be, to help you and your family get to the next level. With that said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So I'd like to start with a question. I want to find out how much you know about this topic. What is arbitrage as it relates to digital assets? So arbitrage in digital assets means buying crypto assets in one place at a lower price and selling it somewhere else at a higher price to profit from the price difference. So here's an example. Bitcoin may be priced at exchange A for $67,000. But in exchange B is $67,050. An arbitrage trader could buy Bitcoin on exchange A and sell it on exchange B, aiming to capture the $50 difference before the price equalizes. In digital assets, arbitrage can happen because prices may vary across exchanges. And so exchanges are not regulated. There's a ton of them. And so that creates an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. My next question is, what is high-frequency trading? High-frequency trading is a type of trading that uses powerful computers, algorithms, and automation to place many trades very quickly, sometimes in fractions of a second. In simple terms, high-frequency trading is automated trading at extreme speed. Instead of a person sitting at a computer manually clicking buy and sell, a computer program is designed to scan the market and identify small opportunities and execute trades automatically. So let's talk about the company. Arb Group, ladies and gentlemen, is the parent company. It is founded in Australia, and it's pretty powerful what they've been able to do. And of course, they've got all the appropriate licenses. But the program that we're dealing with today is called One Trade. Of course, they were started by Arb Group. And One Trade is located in the Cameroons Islands. And not only is it involved and has a permit to do cryptocurrency trading, it also owns many exchanges and brokerages as well. And all that information is also readily available. And of course, you will see all those details and licenses on the website. All right, so we're talking about opening crypto arbitrage and making it available to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. It is really interesting to me. I went to have my car serviced the other day, and they said, listen, if you pay with a credit card, you're going to have to pay the 2 to 3% fee. All right. And it's so interesting. We are so accustomed to paying 2 and 3%, but we're not accustomed to earning 2 and 3%. And we're going to talk about how you can get on the other side of that equation by being involved in this type of a project, ladies and gentlemen. So let's continue on. So what I'm about to share with you is automated, it's transparent, and it is logical, ladies and gentlemen. The asset flow is available for monitoring every single transaction. Because we're dealing with the blockchain, ladies and gentlemen, everything is transparent so that you can verify that this is absolutely real. The other thing I like about this is that there are no hidden fees. For example, there is no sign-up fee, no monthly fee, no deposit fees, no withdrawal fees. It trades 7 days a week. There is no recruiting required, ladies and gentlemen. You just register and fund your account with a minimum of $100, and there is no maximum. So very streamlined. I can't speak for you, but I've never seen a project that didn't have these type of fees. And that's next level. It tells you a lot about this project. And so, of course, as I mentioned, everything is blockchain, which creates that transparency. So you can rest assured and you'll be able to see every single trade to know that it's absolutely real. So now I'm going to talk about something I'm really excited about. I'm going to talk about going from $1 to $2, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk about the power of 200% returns every 36 days. That's right. That is the potential of this platform, and we believe that it's going to change a lot of lives. But I want you to see, when we look at our results over the last week or so, the results are pretty good. We're in that area of 3%, 2%, something like that, which is next level. But I want to explain to you how this works. So when you start talking about standard arbitrage and how the money works within this platform, 50% of the net profit from each arbitrage trade is credited to the client's balance. That's you and I. The remaining 50% is allocated to cover operating expenses and the marketing program. So that 3.2%, that was our money, ladies and gentlemen, which is really exciting. But I want to take it a step further. I'm going to go to a website called the calculatorsite.com you might be familiar with to take a look at a few things. So stand by while I change my screen. All right, so I am on the calculator site right now. Once you get on that site, you want to click on where it says daily compound, right? And what I'm going to do here, the amount that I put in really doesn't matter. But let's just say that I put in $5,000. So you deposit $5,000 in the system, and what we want to do is under-promise so we can over-deliver. And so I think you can safely say, Doc, that we did a lot better than 2% over the last few days. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. The numbers don't lie. Numbers that we've been seeing, even though the website, I think it promises as low as, what's that, 0.6%?
Yes.
We've been averaging well over 2.5%, and that's not a guarantee that it's going to, because we know that the marketplace is volatile and it can change from moment to moment, from day to day. But what we've been seeing consistently over the past 8 days is well over 2%.
All right, very good. And everyone's returns are going to be different because our money is pooled in various exchanges, and so, but still, our averages are looking really, really good. So I want to say that you deposit $5,000 and you're earning 2% daily, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you to see something here, 36 days. All right, what could 36 days do for you? And you're compounding at this rate. I'm going to go ahead and click calculate, and I want to go right down here. Well, first thing I want you to see is this. Your money has doubled. Ladies and gentlemen, 200% gain. Your money has doubled in just 36 days. Now, I can tell you that I've never seen a platform that enables you to do this so fast. And when we come down and we break down the numbers here, you can actually see that 5,000 is producing about $100 a day. And of course, it's compounding. And as it does so, you can see by the time you get to the 35th day, guess what? Your money has doubled. And that's what you're able to do in this platform. You're able to double your money over and over again. And we'll talk about that in detail in training. Now, those people that want to compound, and we'll show you how to turn that button on, that will give you the ability to compound that and stretch it out even beyond this 36 days. But this is the foundation to be able to double your money every 36 days, give or take a few days. That is absolutely powerful, and that can absolutely be life-changing. Now, what I'm going to do right now, I'm actually going to log in to my account right now, and I'm going to show you just a few things. So I've got $9,000 here, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, if I go back to that calculator and I put $9,000 in there, and I stay with this same 2%, ladies and gentlemen, and I calculate that, I want you to see that's $180 a day. And of course, growing, right? So that 9,000 is very, very powerful. And depending on how much you put in, you can determine what you want your daily amount to be based on your deposit. And so, but what I want to show you here, of course, this trades 7 days a week, and it trades well into the night, 10, 11 o'clock at night. And so we're just getting started. It's 12 noon, basically. And so what I want to do is show you the percentage gain thus far. So $86. And so what you're going to do basically is you're going to do just a little bit of math here. And it's very important that you do the right math, right? And so you can see here, I'm going to change this number. And I'm going to say that was 86. And I'm in ChatGPT, by the way. 86 is what percentage? And you can do this a whole lot of different ways, right? A lot of different ways of doing math. What percentage of $9,000? And I'm going to let ChatGPT do the math for me. And you can see right there, it's 0.96%. 0.96%, almost 1% already. And we got a long way to go before we get to 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. And so hopefully that'll help you understand how realistic these numbers are. We're not just throwing numbers out there. This is based on what we have experienced. And of course, those numbers are not a guarantee. They're going to fluctuate because we're dealing with a live market. And when you come down here, you can actually see the live trades, ladies and gentlemen, and you can see the exchanges. This platform actually owns several exchanges. They purchased them so they wouldn't be interfered with. And when you click on them, you can see all the details of the various trades. All right, so you see the buys and you also see the sells. And the more we get into this, we'll do more of a deep dive into some of this. Now, the other thing I want to show you is how easy it is to fund the account. First of all, you must get a referral link. That's the only way you can be part of the program. You're going to reach out to the person who invited you here. Then once you get in, you're going to click deposit. You're going to agree with the agreement, confirm the agreement, and then you're going to choose the crypto that you're going to send. So it's USDT in and USDT out. As you can see, USDT TON, USDT BEP20, which is the Binance Smart Chain, USDT Polygon, or USDT Ethereum. So once you choose the crypto that you're going to be sending in, you click on it, and then right down the bottom, you will see the wallet address that you're going to send the money to. And so once you send it, depending on who you're sending it from, some places will be a little slower than others. You want to give it 5 or 10 minutes and the money will show up in your account and you'll be able to add it to your account and participate in the arbitrage. All right. So that's what I want to show you. And we'll get into this in more detail during the training later on today. So let me go back to my PowerPoint. All right. So one of the things you have to understand is that we're dealing with live trading, ladies and gentlemen, and the rate of gain is going to vary. It could be anywhere from 0.6% and it can go up all the way to 3 or 4%. So it is going to vary day to day. You also understand that over the month period, that's going to vary also. It could be as high as 35% or even more. And once you get in the system, you'll be able to see those numbers for yourself. So if you're going to calculate your own numbers, just make sure you do the math right. That's all we're saying. All right. And as I mentioned, you can get started with a minimum of $100. And also you can withdraw a minimum of $10. And so withdrawals are very fast. Doc, have you had the opportunity to make any withdrawals yet?
Yeah, several withdrawals, and I think about 95% within the first 30 seconds. There's been a few times where it may have taken, 3 to 5 minutes, but no longer than that.
All right. Yep. Very, very fast withdrawals, ladies and gentlemen. The withdrawals are facilitated by a smart contract. So part of this program actually utilizes smart contracts to speed things up. Okay. All right. Let's go a little further here. So guess what? That completes the overview, ladies and gentlemen. One of the things I like about this, it is simple, yet very powerful. It doesn't take a long time to explain. And so anyone can get involved here. There is no sign-up fee, no withdrawal fees, no deposit fee. Anyone can participate here, and you don't have to talk to anyone. It trades 7 days a week. But should you decide that you want to share this with others, there is a phenomenal affiliate program. And now, if you're interested in that, I'm going to talk about that in just a few moments. But here's what you want to do. You want to reach out to the person who invited you on this call. If you have any questions, they will get those questions answered for you, and they will provide you with a video that will walk you through the sign-up process. You can see it on the screen, getstartedvideo.com. You need their link. Watch that video. You'll be able to register. If you have any questions, then just give them a call, and they'll answer your questions, and boom, you are ready to go. So you can get started as soon as today, because the sooner you start compounding, ladies and gentlemen, the better, because that's how compounding works. I want to talk about the affiliate reward program, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very powerful. Now, in order to participate in this, you must deposit $500 in your account, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to participate in what I'm going to share with you, you want to deposit $500 in your account. So the first thing that's going to happen is that when you share this with other people and they make a deposit into the platform, ladies and gentlemen, you will earn a reward that comes from the company, not from the individual's deposit. And that's 5%. And every time anyone that you personally refer makes a deposit in the system, you will earn that 5% again. And that can be very significant, especially when you have people putting in thousands and thousands of dollars. All right? That's the first part of the reward program. The second part of the reward program is 3% that you can earn based on what your team members are earning. And so you go out, you refer a couple of people, you have at least $500 in your account, and that opens this up. And as your community begins to grow, you can qualify to earn these rewards up to 33 levels. Let's take a closer look at that. So here's what the qualifications are. To qualify for the first 3 levels, you become a bronze when you have deposited at least $500 into your account. And when your group volume reaches 1,000 and you have personally referred 2 people, you're now qualified to receive that 3% based on their earnings up to 3 levels. Then you become a silver once you have deposited at least 1,000 in your account, or your account has grown to 1,000, right? And your team volume is 2,000, and you personally referred 3. Now you open up all the way down to 6 levels. And you can see the progression here. And as your account grows, as the number of people that you personally refer, as those numbers grow, you can see you can get to the point where you can receive rewards up to 33 levels. So extremely, extremely powerful. In addition to that, there are what we call cashback rewards. And to qualify for those, you need to have a certain level of network or team volume. So you're looking at $5,000 in team volume with 2 personal referrals, and that's $100 cash back that's paid instantly. $15,000 in group volume, that's $300 once you have 3 personals. And this goes up into hundreds of thousands of dollars, ladies and gentlemen. As your team grows and as that volume grows, it can be extremely significant. And when you combine everything, very simple to be in a position to benefit from every single one of these different reward bonuses, it can be life-changing. All right. Well, guess what? That completes our overview.